I saw edge, I saw confidence, just really quality strike throwing. I thought Will and him were in lockstep tonight, and just really great to see him complete 7. And again, just allowed us to reset some guys in the pen, use some guys that hadn't gotten word, get Alex back in the fold. So just overall, really good night from the pitching staff.
What is it like just having Will Smith back behind the plate for him to get the hit early in the game, score the run? Just what kind of boost does he now have kind of with his return to the
It's great, and we use the term lengthen out the lineup a lot, and just having Will in the lineup, just taking the at bats that he takes, and obviously getting us started with a double. Was great to see, and just putting guys in their rightful spots in the order, and it's tough to navigate. When you get Will back, you get Max back, you get Andy and Teo doing what they're doing, then it's a tough lineup.
With Emmett, always the focus kind of been on fastball. How much of a weapon has that slider really become for him?
Well, the slider has been great. I think that. But I still do believe that glove side fastball, it starts with that, and then when he can use that, pitch off of that lane, that tunnel with the slider, and then there's a changeup in there obviously, and then you get the fastball that's elevated. It's just tough to kind of square him up, and but for me, it just that glove side fastball kind of sets a tone for everything. But he's got a lot of confidence right now.
How much does Mookie look like Mookie the last month or so?
He looks like Mookie. He's just playing baseball. I don't think he's overthinking the mechanics. He's competing. He's trying to help us win baseball games, and you're seeing that kind of emotion, the confidence, the swagger, which we haven't seen in a while. But it's been consistent over the last 30 days.
When you look at what the rotation's done the last trip through, is that just a coincidence, or do these guys feed off each other?
Certainly they're talented. If you look at all 6 guys, but I do think that there's a feed off one another. And Emmett had a no-hitter through 5 tonight, and I think they're feeding off one another. And I think that it plays into the at bats too. When you get the right guys out there, and you see guys taking good at bats, then you want to follow up that with another good at bat. But I think the starting pitchers, they're doing a heck of a job.
Do you think Teo can build off, the swings he took today?
I do. Even in the at bat, the first at bat where he grounded out, I thought the at bats, the takes, the swings, all were good. And then, so he's been grinding, trying to figure out, his mechanics, his approach, all that stuff. But I thought tonight was the first time in a long time that he looked comfortable, and I thought he freed his body up, he freed his hands up to see the ball better, to not crash, and it just looked right. And so for him to get rewarded with a couple homers and base it the other way was good to see.
Are you starting to see more of the edge that you talked about wanting to see from him?
I am. I think that you look back at one night in Colorado, and from that point on, I think it's been very good right field play. I think that the intent in the batter's box has been there. The results haven't, and he's been trying to work through that. But I think tonight, overall was just a really well played baseball game from Teo, and I do think that we can keep that going.
How do you explain the quirkiness of baseball the last 3 or 4 days with Yamamoto and Glasnow and flirting with the no-hitters and the perfect 5, etc.?
I think that the pitchers are of the mind that these are very, very important games. It's kind of the playoff mentality. I think the catchers are, calling games in that vein. I think the defense has been really focused, getting off the baseball, and so we're doing a good job of preventing hits, preventing base runners, and I just see that there's a heightened level of focus across the board, and our offense I think is caught up.
Dave, were you aware of this strange moment we had after the 5 innings? We're on this anniversary of the Koufax thing, and you had a pitcher perfect after 5. Were you actually aware of that?
Not at all.
Okay.
Sorry, Sandy, I was not
No,
aware.
it's fine, it's fine. I was just curious if you were aware that he had now allowed a base runner and this was this anniversary day.
No, that would have been really special.
Yes.
But I wasn't aware of that.
Okay.
Dave, Emmett's shown this ability to dominate over the course of those 2 seasons that he's had. How much rating of that, of an option is he for you guys down the road?
Oh, he's a real option. I don't know what capacity, but, when you're playing meaningful games, young player, you're looking at how they handle their emotions, and Emmett is, I like to use the word unflappable, and it's a huge compliment, and he's unflappable. He knows he's talented, and he knows how to execute pitches, and he's got good stuff, and, no moment is too big for him. So, I can't speak to what role, but I know that he's a viable option, for us now and going forward.
Or maybe Saul just you can see his emotions and frustration after that home run. How important are these just next 2.5 weeks for him once he's kind of looking to clean a few things up?
It's important, just for him to get the confidence, and I think, however many pitches he threw, most of them were quality pitches, and you try to go up and in to Goodman and left it down and gave a homer. So I think for me, it's looking at the outing in totality and just feeling that there's a lot more good throws and bad throws. But yeah, I think for him, just trying to, happy we get the win, but he's really trying to find himself and get those feels so he can be as effective as he needs to be for us. Thanks, guys.